And for the part two to that last post, I will say, and this will probably upload first, I'm not sure. But I want to talk a little bit about the dreams I've been having for the past few nights, because it was the new moon starting on Monday, and ever since Monday I've been having night terrors every night, and I haven't really had, like, I've had night terrors a lot when I was a kid. Now I'm having them a lot as an adult, and I feel like the closer I am to like my most, you know how as a child, like, you're your most like healed child self, and you're so ambitious and you have all these things you want to do and experience because you're a kid and you have all these talents and you're just fresh and just ready for the world type thing. I feel like that now as an adult, and I feel like that's when I'm starting to have all these night terrors again, right? And I feel like God just wants me to share this or whatever, because the universe just wants me to, I guess, check in and tap in with the people who are like me. You don't have to be a part of Code of Zen's community. You don't have to be in Cult Femini community. Like, that is for people who want to join a space for a period of time. This is not a landlocked situation unless we want it to be, unless we want to meet up with each other in other lives and other times in this life and all that. But I digress. I'm saying all that to say these night terrors have been my gifts coming alive. I've been getting to fully interact, and don't get me wrong, like, I pretty much had the gift of, like, okay, say somebody is like getting together and having a gossip session about you, or they're working magic against you with a group of people and they're conjuring you up in different ways, whether they're just talking about you or thinking about you or focusing on you with like candles and crystals and all kind of weird shit, books and chants, who knows, child. Every time somebody does that, I get conjured, but I'm conscious of the conjuring. Like, I always show up and I'm seeing what's going on. It's just that at some point I didn't understand what was happening. I didn't understand what was happening until maybe like a couple years ago when I got sucked into this. I was dating somebody and his family was deep in that shit, and I did not know at first. After we had broken up, they did some type of weird something, y'all, and I got pulled into that ritual. And it was terrifying. Like, it was terrifying only because I was like, what the fuck are these people on? But I felt safe because I'm like, I have control of myself, or like, I consciously know how I feel about this type shit. And like, basically, like, I can figure out, hold on, y'all, hold on. Yeah, so I had to turn the flash on. My fucking phone was heating up and shit. But like, yeah, like, I just kind of had in my mind, I'm like, damn, like, basically it was like a church. It was like a church room or some type of room, like gathering space, but it felt like a church or a basement in somebody's like finished basement house or something like that. But it felt like a church though, not gonna lie, or like some type of public meeting area in like a church, whatever. And there was all the family members, ones that I've met, ones that I've seen in pictures and stuff, and they were all gathered around. And it was right after, and this dream was linked to something that happened in real life. Like, this family had gotten together because someone in their family had passed on, and I knew they was really into some shit when he sent me a video of the funeral. And this is real life, this part. Sent me a video of the funeral, y'all, or the like viewing or the wake, and they had, you know how some people have like the body standing up and like posed, or like sometimes the body's like in a chair and all that shit. Like, that's what the family had done to the body. And I'm not scared of that kind of shit. I think it's kind of cool, it's interesting, it's different. But that let me know, amongst a bunch of other shit, like, this family be into some shit, you know, as a family, right? So anyways, after a couple months after me and this guy had officially like parted ways, I got pulled into this ritual during sleep, and I woke up and I was in the middle of the floor and his family was surrounding me. His mom was the main one like leading this whole thing, and I looked down, like, everybody had on like white outfits, and I had on white too, but I had on like a bra and panty set, and it was like very sexual looking, and it had like, I don't know, it just was like very like showgirl, like, it was weird, y'all. But I was dressed very strange, and basically they were telling me like, we're making you get with our with our family member, because you're going to serve him, you're going to serve our family, and basically you're going to give us your life force and whatever you have, like trying to shake me down spiritually and physically, like through this ritual. And I was so terrified. I was like, oh my God, I gotta use the bathroom. I was trying to say anything to like let them know, like I was trying to trick them and be like, oh, I might be into it, but I'm just gonna go to the bathroom and like just kind of have a moment to myself for a second. And they weren't going for it, but they were like, you can go, but they were like trying to have him go with me. And this was the dream, y'all. And me and him went out into the parking lot, and I'm looking at him and I'm like devastated, and I'm looking at him like, you're here to save me, right? And he was just looking all sad, and he just basically like telepathically told me like, no, like I have to do what they say, and I'm here to try to get you to do what they say too. And I just basically like whizzed myself out of the dream. Like I pulled myself out of the dream or whatever. And that's just something that I'm able to do. So with that being said, since the new moon, I've had crazy dreams, and I won't go into the details of the dream, but there was 3 different main occasions, okay? Because today is Thursday. So it's been like a good 3 nights. Like it was like, I guess like Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, right? And each night was a different, somebody trying to do something different to me. And I do believe that these are my guides, like showing me this, because I commune with my guides. Like I give them what they want. Like if they ask for something, I'll share with them and make sure that they're fed, and and we talk and we commune together and we be close. Like that's what you're supposed to do with your ancestors, with your guides. And the rest is like closed. But anyways, like the first night, the people in my dream state were like, I'll just go ahead and say it was my father. And I think he really just wanted his illusion, his spell casting, or what he wanted to cast over me. And I'm saying this with a swollen third eye, y'all. Every time this happens to me, to this extent where a bunch of people are kind of attacking me at once, my third eye actually swells, and it's swollen and it hurts right now. It's red and there's like a little knot. I've been massaging it, y'all. It won't go down, so I've been just trying to like figure that out. But anyways, I feel like he wants to project on me that like, that like I'm just this F up, and I just have been a problem when I decided to like not be what's the word, agreeable, like obedient, and I deserve less because I'm not obedient, and like basically trying to like come for my inner child. And the next night, one of the last people I was dealing with intimately was trying to basically attack me, and he's done this multiple times in the past like 6 months. Like this is probably the 2nd or 3rd time he's like tried to physically attack me in the dream state. But he tried to attack me along with another girl, and I think he was trying to cast upon me that I'm in danger and that I'm not worth shit, I'm a piece of shit. And that's like some of the last things he said to me, like I'm not shit, like all these things, like basically all the things that narcissists say, like nobody's gonna want you, and you're this, and you're a police ass bitch, and you just a bunch of bullshit that I don't believe, obviously. And then last night, the dream was of basically I was going on like an audition or some type of like go-see, and I had another person with me, and this person was cloaked, but the energy signature was there, so I know exactly who it was. But they basically tried to take my place and basically force me to watch them take my place in an audition. And at the end of the audition time, like the audition day, they basically let this person know, like, come back in a few hours and we'll let you know if we're hiring you or whatever. And we came back, and I'm thinking they were gonna hire this person and maybe they wouldn't need me. And in my head, I'm like, okay, whatever, because that's just how my brain and my heart works. It's like if somebody else is better for the job, then they should have it. I go hard for what I know is meant for me, so that's why I'm doing it. Anyways, so this person wanted to cast that over me in the dream state, that they were getting chosen over me. But in the dream, because the other nights my guys were like waking me up when things were getting too crazy, but in this dream, like I woke up and then like I kind of like will go back to sleep, and I would just go back into the same dream. So that's how I knew it was legit. But anyways, at the end of this dream, I slept good, y'all. I slept longer than I usually did, because this dream ended really well. The other ones I just kind of had to escape prematurely, but this one was different. Like I got to see it all the way to the end. And And it kind of reflects, I guess, real life as well. But like I said, people are still trying to catch their illusions last minute to see what they can, if they can just have one more shot at, pulling an illusion off. But anyways, they told the girl who was with me, like, we you're cute, you have some talent or whatever, but we need somebody who's more experienced, who's ready, who da. And then the man looked at me and thanked me. He was like, we're gonna start our work. Like, I don't know. It was just like, it wasn't nothing that's actually happening in real life, but basically they had let me know, like, we're just gonna move forward. We're working with you, and we won't be taking on this other person. I guess I was trying to get the other person hired as well. And it was very strange, like, and then it was funny because I'm like grabbing snacks all out the fucking office and shit, like I've been there forever. And I don't know, this was just, I feel like I was just on autopilot, like watching something happening. But I'm saying all that to say, like, I feel like I'm being, kind of drawn to connect with those souls and the people who are kind of going through something similar. Like, people want you to last minute think that, okay, you've gone this whole time without truly getting your way. You're still not gonna, like, they want you to believe that something is really gonna come in between you and your promise. Like, what you and God has as a promise between you guys. Like, everybody's been speaking on the covenant between them and the Most High God, and it's so personal. It's such a personal journey. So all these people that are like lost, trying to get in the way of God's covenant between a person and God, like, that shit's so crazy and played out to me. It's so lame. Like, it's so lame. It's so sad too. It's like, damn, like, I've just learned to not feel sorry for people or have pity on them, because that is a very low vibrational emotion and it drains you. So all I really do, and I used to think it was lame to be like, I just wish people the best because I'm like, fuck them. But no, I do wish them the best. Like, that's a sad ass way to live. Like, I know what that feels like, but I'm just grateful that I had the strength each time to pull myself out of that shit. So shout out to the people who've done the same. Know that, like, if you're having fucking night terrors and sleep paralysis and people are all kind of jumping on you in real life or spiritually, like, you're not the only one. That shit gets draining and tiring, and it gets annoying when you are feeling like, you have to stop and, like, address that kind of shit. But, like, if you feel like you need to address it, address that shit. If you feel like you've addressed it enough, and I don't know, like, just do what you feel compelled to do, because I promise it's for a reason, even if it's just us connecting with each other, because we are, we're not just hanging with riffraff and doing anything. We've been taking time to, like, really nurture and care for ourselves. Like, it's a commitment, and it takes so much discipline, and these people don't understand that at all. So this is just me relating to you, and just know, like, if you're out there enjoying things about life more than once a month, more than a few times a year, unlike myself, like, I get to enjoy life, like, to the fullest maybe once a month or a few times a year, unfortunately, like, as of now. But, like, that's all changing this year. Like, every chance I get, like, the Most High is trying to make me know, like, you're gonna enjoy yourself. Like, all that shit that before, don't think it's gonna go that way this year, because it's not. And if you're listening to this, you're probably the same. So yay us, okay? And if we are really locked in like that, and you really aren't a hating ass, trick ass bitch, we might have to link. So let me know who's here. I love y'all for real. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Oh shit, y'all, I'm tripping. One of the main things that I made that video to even really say is this: God has been tricking the fuck out of these lowlives to make them think that they can steal destiny. And it's like almost a test for them. Like, are you gonna try to go for the jugular, or are you gonna just, like, sheathe your fucking sword and back the fuck away? Because I feel like if they sheathe their sword and back away, God will have more mercy on them. But because people are still trying to go for the jugular, the Most High is, like, shaking its head like, damn, like, now I gotta fuck you up, because you never was gonna get this. So it's like, God is the ultimate trickster spirit. And that's the funniest thing, because God has a lower self, and we all know what God's lower self represents. So a lot of people are getting tricked out here by, you know, demonic entities and presences and just all types of in-between characters, pixies, fairies, all these different, you know, entities and beings and ancestors and guides and demiurges and demigods. Like, they're all helping this earth, like these times, function the way that they need to. And I mean, y'all, it gets complicated, but my point is not to get into the complexities of that, but more so just to express that, like, these people were getting tested and tricked, just like everyone gets tested. And then the people who are working hard are constantly learning. You pass the test, you pass the test. These people are failing the test and they're getting tricked and shit. And I don't even want to know what that shit feels like, but it got me thinking that these people somewhere looking cheap as hell. That's something my mom's family used to say all the time. Oh, they're looking cheap, looking pitiful. Like, yeah. And that's not even for you to dwell on, you know, viewer, if you're watching this, fam, gang, right? Those people getting tricked. They was somewhere trying to put their nicest clothes on, get their hair done just like yours, just like mine, and thinking they finna like rise into the occasion. That shit's hella embarrassing. God tricked the fuck out of these people. So shout out to every single elemental, every single person, every single being out there that is doing their thing and like just kind of like moving through this shit like a fucking G. Like, look at us. Like, we're doing it, man. It's time for us to connect more and acknowledge each other more. And so I don't care if this only gets 10 views and 3 likes, man, but I'm just so proud. And I think that's so funny. The dream last night was so funny. Oh my God. Like, it was fucking awkward. It was so awkward. Because me naturally in real life, I don't care what people think about me at all. At all. So in the dream state, it's the same way. And the person that was with me in the dream kept trying to make me feel othered. And every time they tried to do that, it just didn't work. I'm just like, okay, I'm just trying to help you get this job if you want it. And they were just so confident. And they got rejected at the end of the day. Because they don't know how this shit works. Like, they've never been told no. They never tried hard and failed. They just felt sorry for themselves somewhere in a dark corner and thought that they just deserve all this shit because they felt sorry for themselves. Like, you don't think everybody that's trying hard didn't feel sorry for themselves? You didn't think we hid in a fucking corner for a point? We took ourselves out, though. That's the difference. Suffering and misery does not earn you shit. You have to learn from it and do the work. So I just wanted to say that too. And I'm really gone this time. Peace.